Well, hello everybody! Welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. Today, May 28th, 2020, and almost 5 p.m. and it's down to 104. It just flashed down from 105, but it started at 107 today. That was about 1 o'clock this afternoon. Well, it was pretty hot today, and I guess that all that heat really floored me. I mean, it was just so hot that it just absolutely floored me. And oh yeah, there it. See, I told you it floored me. I'm floored. Look at that. The kitchen is floored, and I used a piece of the scrap to make a kickboard underneath the cabinets, this one and that one. And I painted the wall behind the stove, the refrigerator, and that cabinet so that I didn't have to pull those out again to do that later. And you can see I only painted up to just above the refrigerator there because I have to take that shelf off the wall to paint properly. And what I also did was I built a little box, a little black box. Black box, get it? And right now my pizza board is under there. That's the one excuse me, a lot of dust in this room. That's my pizza board I use when I'm making pizza. I set it up here on the counter, and then I can roll out my pizza on there and then toss it in the air a few times and get it onto my pizza screen, and then it goes into the pizza oven. And I'll be doing that pretty soon. But anyway, the reason I built that box down there is what I'm going to actually make a drawer, a pull-out drawer that goes in there. And I'm going to use that to store things like potatoes and so forth and things, stuff that needs to just be kept in the dark. And it give me another little place of storage. But also, this is one of those apartment size or office size refrigerator freezers. And when it's on the ground, in order for me to get stuff out of the crisper tray, I have to actually get down on my knees on the floor here to do that. So I didn't want to do that anymore. So I wanted to raise it up a little bit, and that's what I did. I raised it up 12 inches. And it brings it up and it still leaves me room between the shelf and the top, so I have room to put a few things on top of the refrigerator. Of course, I don't like to store too much on there because these types of refrigerators put off quite a bit of heat around the outside, and I don't want to have anything holding heat in, so I try to keep things off of there. But it's a good place to let bread rise because it does have that extra heat. So anyway, here's the flooring in the kitchen, all done. Moved all the furniture, moved the stove out. This goes all the way to the back wall under the stove, all the way to the back wall under the refrigerator, and it just goes up to the cabinets. But excuse me while I find a tissue here, as I sneezed and now my sinus is running. There we go. This weird weather, my sinuses have been going nuts on me. Anyway, I forgot to show you yesterday, I also finished the area behind and under the washer and the drain barrel, and I painted that wall back there. So this is all ready now. I can next time I get a little bit of money, I'll be making the bypass sliding doors that are going to go on here, and that'll just hide the laundry, and that'll be pretty nice. Pretty much done inside the cabin here, except I've still got to do the rest of the finish on the walls here and paint in here. and put baseboard down in here. So I'll be doing that down the line. That's not critical, but because of the COVID thing and not going anywhere, I'm just doing whatever I can here. I used to have my laser printer on top of the refrigerator, and I never liked that, but that was where I had to put it at the time. So I moved that and I put it on a chair down here for now, because I want to move my computer and all of that stuff out of here and get all these wires all cleaned up against the wall. That's all my security camera wires coming in. And I want to open up this area of the kitchen so that I have room for more stuff. And like I said, I might end up putting another refrigerator out here and adding another cabinet over there, and that will give me more storage space and that stuff. But then again, I might just leave this refrigerator where it is, because now it's easy to work with. And I might put another type of cabinet over here against the wall that I can just store things like canned goods and so forth and so on, kind of like another little pantry cabinet, but not very thick, only coming off the wall maybe 8 inches, so I can go 2 cans deep. We'll lose anything in the back of the unit that way. So I may do that. It's just a thought down the line. But in the meantime, I am so happy that this is done. I'm walking around barefoot in here because I'm bare and those are my feet. And I got my transition strip between the kitchen and the hallway. That's all done. And now I'm going to start cleaning and organizing. And then I want to get a container of wax for this floor. Now this is the manufactured wood flooring, and it does snap together, and it really seals really well. But I've down the line, when I did my place in the OC, I ended up putting a sealer wax over the whole floor before it got too used and worn. And that prevents, if you get a spill, water will find any little pinhole. So it can find any little flaw in the flooring and get down between the cracks and then cause damage. And then you'll see the joints starting to expand and move away. So I like waxing these manufactured wood floors, and it seals all of that. And it's a liquid wax. I can't think of the name of it right now because it's been a lot of years since I used it, but I'll be doing that. And then tomorrow I'll get the caulk out and I'll do the joints against the threshold and have that all sealed. And the kick that's underneath the cabinet over there, that one I glued on because it's only a little 18-inch piece. But this one is a long piece. So what I'm going to do is use my pin nailer and shoot a couple of pin nails into it to make sure that it stays in place. I don't want that coming down later. But it gives a nice clean look where the floor goes against the cabinet without having to put a quarter round down there. So I kind of like that idea. I thought of that last night while I was sleeping. And yeah, it worked. All right, everybody. That's all I have for today. And this is G Bear reminding you to give me a thumbs up down there, please. Don't forget to subscribe. It's free. It's easy. Click the subscribe right below the video. A little bell will pop up. Click on the bell, and you'll be notified every time I post a new video. This is G Bear signing off.